kind and nice and never got angry or anything. So she thought she'd get somebody the complete opposite of her father. And he was like a real tough, and he would take me with him. So I think I was 12, and we went to the Blue Angel in Liverpool, which is Blue Angel is on the docks, and it was really, some bands used to play, the big three used to play there, and hard bands, you know, what would be heavy metal now, I suppose. And Germans would go there, and Dockers would go there, and I couldn't go in, you know, all my life I was too young to go into any of these things and date some of the girls I wanted to. But anyway, so I was too young for getting this place. So I was outside. One second. Hey Roy, can I call you back? I'm on stage. Call you back in 10 minutes. Where am I? Rocky Mountain, Virginia. So what was I saying? So Gordon took me to this bar, and it was with John Lennon. It was his friend, and they were like hard men. And so I'm standing outside, and I'm trying to, you know, when you're about 13 or 14 and you're with people who are 18, 19, you're basically a pest. Ugh, he's coming, you know, because so they gave me a bag of crisps. And I'm standing outside the thing, eating my chips, those chips. I'm standing outside the thing. And I hear what my dad would call a kerfuffle. And I look in the door, and John Lennon is pasting at least 5 guys, pasting them. Boom. I mean, like in the movies, and I go, wow, that's not really my idea of a pop singer. Really hard, like, wow, cool. And my brother-in-law is there, like, watching in case, you know, horrible people watching in case somebody else might come and want some of this, you know, you go, want some of this, you know, headbutts and all that. So I go, wow, cool. So that they come out and I go, yeah. I don't remember what WoW was in those days. I know WoW hadn't been invented. It was just starting to be in comics. So I was like, ooh, that was atrocious stuff that I just saw. And my brother said, get out of here as fast as you can. I go, why? He's fixed them all. Just said, 11 guys as big as like houses come around the corner. When I ran away, I did run away. I'm not afraid to say it. My father told me it's always afraid. You never be afraid to say you're afraid. So I was afraid. Get going. So I'm off, right? Because they probably would have beat me up as well. And they're like John Lennon's jacket over his head. That's how rough Liverpool was. But hey, I'm glad I saw it. I always like when I lived in Davyhulme, which was kind of a nice neighbourhood. My parents had lived in a nice neighbourhood across the street from a golf course, and they lived in what was called a detached house. You know, we had our own garden. We didn't share any of this stuff with anybody. So I learned really quickly to climb trees, and climbing trees saved my life. So in those days, they didn't have guns to shoot you out of the tree, and I'd see trouble and I'd climb a tree and I'd stay up there, and there'd be people, you know, when people throw stuff up at you when you're in a tree, they throw it, and as it gets closer to you, it slows down. The velocity gets smaller. It's not like a gun. It doesn't keep going at 300 miles an hour. So I learned to dodge and to wait, and sometimes I'd be up there for 5-6 hours, but I never came down and got caught. I would wait much longer than the others. So yeah, that's my thing. Tree climbing was my speciality. Now I can't climb a tree to save my life, but when I was a kid, I probably was, because it was saving my life. But I could climb them quick. I'd look at them on the way. Oh, that tree it's got a nice little bend in it there. Yeah, I can get up there, but it's not high enough. How about this one? That's on my way out. So that's my story. It's how I stayed alive in the worst. People, see, English people have this great reputation for being all kind of, oh, after you, sir. It really isn't like that. There's lots of, just like everywhere, there's lots of horrible people in England. And there's more and more every day, actually. But, you know, they've lost that English thing that was around when I was a kid, that there were some people who were civil and obedient and respectful. Less and less and less and less of those. It's getting more towards, you know, Sodom and Gomorrah. I'm going. I'll see you all later.
Take care.